Hello and welcome, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Ian and this series of videos follows me as I make my way to Bulgaria and back. In this video I'm starting to head north and west, significantly more west than north. This episode actually covers 3 days of riding and takes me from eastern Bulgaria to the coast of Croatia. Keep watching and I'll explain why. Hello and welcome back. This was supposed to be good morning, but it's not. It's in fact quite late afternoon. It was also supposed to be as I set off from the eastern side of Bulgaria, but it's not. I'm in the edges of Sofia, the capital, which is fairly well to the west. So what's been happening the last few days? Well, as you'll see, hopefully from the bits of video and film I've put out, I've been roaming around Bulgaria, staying with friends, and now I'm on my way back to England by a slightly devious route. As you can see, I've ended up in a hotel room, and we're just waiting to download some video, charge everything up, and then off we go tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a fairly big riding day, but I'm going back across Serbia, and when I came across through Serbia on the way into Bulgaria, the route's not terribly exciting. So you may not get much video for tomorrow. I've also got 2 border crossings, and there's big signs saying don't video when you get to the border crossings. So I might very well not actually get the video cameras out until I've cleared the second border crossing. So maybe see you tomorrow, maybe not. See you soon. Bye for now. As I said earlier, this was the start of the run back to Europort, then home. Don't worry, there is plenty to see and do on the way back, but today would be all about ticking off some miles. So my route, which was chosen for simplicity and required minimal thought, was Highway 29 to Varna and then the A2 to Sofia. With hindsight, I would have done better to pick an attraction, a town, a city, castle, something that was en route. This is an error that I continually make when travelling alone. I tend to press on when the journey would be so much better and so much more interesting if I stopped to look at a point of interest. Oh, and just as a matter of clarification, 105 miles an hour? No. Just no. To say that I was on some of the more major routes in Bulgaria, there was still plenty of twists and turns and changes in altitude. Although the route did bypass a lot of the towns, which was good as it allowed me to maintain a good average speed. With the relatively low power available from the MLN, I did tend to spend quite a bit of time following trucks. It wasn't that I couldn't go faster, it was just that I couldn't go a lot faster, and I really didn't want to A, get under people's feet, or B, get partway through an overtake and risk becoming somebody's bonnet ornament. Hello and welcome back. You find me in the town, city of Vikovsi, I think it is, in Croatia. Today I have been in 3 separate countries, crossed 2 borders, and done a lot of long, tiring roads. And I'm staying tonight at that place, which is a rather nice hotel. Unfortunately, they don't do food, so I'm off to go and find some food. The motorbike is looking somewhat tired, dusty and dirty, parked next to the air conditioning, but is doing really well. Looks like the chain needs adjusting again, but it can wait for a second for that. So I might show you some more of Vikovci, but other than that, that was today. Tomorrow we head towards the coast. We might actually find some roads for you to look at and to take some more video. So we'll see how we do tomorrow. But for the moment, we'll see you later. Bye for now. This was a day full of surprises and challenges to my way of thinking. I set off in the morning straight into typical capital city traffic morass. Sofia is no worse than many other capital cities, but the rush hour left every road I tried gridlocked and congested. Once I'd escaped that, I made my way to the border with Serbia. I was then on big roads again. Looking at the real-life graphic, I can confirm that the GPS had a brain fart. The road wasn't that straight for that long, nor, you may be surprised to hear, or not, I didn't reach 166 miles an hour. The border crossing from Serbia to Croatia was foul. A queue of wagons started 3 miles from the border. Everywhere there were huge lines of traffic. Now, I tend to feel that, although on a motorbike I can slip past traffic and push in at the front of a line, I shouldn't do it. It seems rude to do so. So, I waited in line, internally tutting at the bikers who queue jumped. I may very well be there yet, but a couple on a bike stopped and told me that no one expected me to queue. A couple of drivers wound their windows down and told me the same thing, so I rode to the front of the line. When in Rome and all that jazz. Vinkovci was a lovely little town with a flourishing cafe culture. As I wandered out to find food, the area around the main square was buzzing with people and pavement cafes, just chilling. It was great. The town itself is on a site that has been settled since Neolithic times and consequently has a huge amount of history. 2 Roman emperors, Valentinian and Valens, were born there. It was much involved in World War II, initially as an escape route for Polish citizens. It was on the front line of the Croatian War of 91 to 95. The economy of the town is based on food, as there's a lot of farmland in the surrounding area, and transport, as it has the 2nd largest rail junction in the country. Only Zagreb has a bigger rail junction. The railway station is featured in Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express, albeit with a misspelling. It's identified as being near to where the train ran into a snowdrift. Anyhow, I really enjoyed myself in the town. Well, good morning, and back again. I'm just going to move away from the aircon units because I think they'll be a bit noisy. As you can see, it's a lovely day, and also the car park got a bit busier overnight. As I said yesterday, I've just spent a lovely night in that hotel. The bike is all packed up and ready to go. Just need to get my final bits on. If you were to put a straight edge from Dobrich to Rotterdam, it would go through Romania, Hungary, perhaps the Czech Republic, Germany and the Netherlands. So what am I doing heading west? Here I blame the motorcycle. You'll notice that I am, of course, completely Teflon when blame gets thrown about. It's the motorcycle's fault because it needs a service every 3,000 miles, and this trip is well over that. Now, I could have aimed for almost anywhere in Europe, but thanks to Le Nez dans le Moteur and Dominique Pelletier, I know of the Enfield dealer in Nice, Bike Up. And as has been said before, Nice is nice, so I'm going there. Then I look at the map and notice that it is only a very small deviation to take me to the Croatian coast, where I visited a long time ago on a school trip. Porridge and Pula, here I come. Not only that, with only minimal deviation, I'm within sight of Venice. And now that's on the list. So it's all the fault of the Himalayan. As a bonus, I can take in some of the Alpine passes on the way north from Nice. It's June, of course they'll be open. As you will have seen from the real life trace, my endpoint on this day was Lovran, on the Styrian Peninsula. The Styrian Peninsula is the largest peninsula in the Adriatic Sea. It's at the northern end of the sea. It is a little area shared by 3 countries, Croatia, Slovenia and Italy, the largest part being Croatian. To gloss over a huge amount, the peninsula has a lot of history and has been occupied by many nations. In no particular order, and probably missing some out: the Romans, Lapods, Liburnians, Goths, Lombards, Slavs, Byzantines, Avars, Carantania, Mirania, Bavaria, the Republic of Venice, the Holy Roman Empire, Habsburg Empire, Austrian Empire, the French, the Austrians again, Italy, the Yugoslav Federation, and so to Croatia. As you might imagine, the who did what to who, and if not why not, with all of that, is quite extensive. As for Lovran, it's one of the oldest coastal settlements on the eastern shore. According to the legend, it was created by the Roman patrician and statesman Marcus Vipsanius Agrippa, who built a summer residence on the site in the 1st century AD. In the 7th century, it was mentioned as Lauriana, after the aromatic sweet laurel. In the Middle Ages, it was an important urban and shipbuilding centre, but its prominence declined with the rise of other nearby port towns such as Trieste, Pula and Rijeka. By the mid-19th century, it had become a fashionable resort for the Austro-Hungarian nobility. Now, I found it to be a lovely little tourist trap, an old town with lots of little squares and hidden eateries, an excellent boardwalk that runs along the seaside to allow you to walk from end to end of the town, being away from the busy road. Of course, there's more history there than you can shake a stick at, and ice cream. What more could a boy want? Well, this must be about the end for this episode. Next time, I'll let you know how I got on in Porridge and Pula, after nearly 50 years since my first visit. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and maybe hit the bell symbol so that you'll be alerted when I make more videos. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.